How does rabbit fur color work? Hi there, this is Big Spruce Rabbitry, and today I'll be introducing you to a bunch of our rabbits and talking about how rabbit fur color genetics works. On our homestead, we raise rabbits for meat and fur. We raise mostly mutts, although have a purebred line of silver foxes. So let's go meet the meat mutts and see their fur and color types. To start, we'll go over fur color. We'll be going through solid colored rabbits. These are otherwise known as self. This is also going to be a real gross oversimplification on how coat color genetics works, but we'll give you a general overview of the topic. We'll start with Tubby Bumpkins here. She has the wild type coat. It's also called an agouti pelt and comes from very mixed genetics. If you were to crossbreed all breeds of rabbit, their coat would look a lot like this because this is what a wild rabbit looks like. So this is Taquito. She is a black rabbit, obviously. Black is a dominant trait, which means that you will get a lot of black babies if you have one parent that's black. The most common color of meat rabbits is white. The meat dresses out more cleanly, and the pelts are worth more wholesale because they can be dyed. We have no pure white rabbits on our homestead, so I won't be showing you one. White rabbits are normally albino. The color white is recessive, so you need to have two albino parents to get white babies. So we have quite a few blue, gray, and lilac rabbits on our homestead. There's a good reason for this. This is our brood buck, Meatloaf. He is the father of much of our herd. Blue is recessive to black, but dominant over white, meaning that if he was bred to a black female, most of his offspring would be black, while if he was bred to a white female, most of his offspring would be blue. I absolutely love fawn and beige rabbits, like Peaches here. These colors are recessive to gray, blue, and black, but dominant over white. We are trying to develop more of this color of rabbit by keeping Peaches as a brood doe. So now that we've went over coat color, let's go over coat patterns. This is Mr. Stay Puffed. We named her before we could tell she was a boy or a girl. She is what is called a Californian or Himalayan with her markings. It's a lot like a Siamese cat. Mr. Stay Puffed is not actually a white rabbit. She is a blue rabbit, but she has a malformed protein that makes her pigment that only activates in the cooler parts of her body, her ears, her nose, her feet, and her tail. This is also why she's kind of off-white and not actually a pure white color. This is Coach. She is our silver fox brood doe. She has long, white guard hairs that is the signature of her breed. This is a recessive trait, so you need to have both a buck and a doe that have the silvering gene to be able to get a silver fox rabbit. This is Dweeb. She is a steel point, and it is a color that we're trying to develop on our homestead. This week-old baby is the only example of a Berkshire or otter pelt that we have on our homestead at the moment. How I can tell is that it's got a white belly. This is Tartania. She is referred to as a broken rabbit because she has kind of a random coat pattern. We have a lot of mutts like this on our homestead. That gives you an overview of rabbit coat color genetics, but I've left out a lot of detail, so please feel free to add more in the comments and to correct me on any details you think I'm wrong on. Let's go through the fur types we have on our homestead. The most common fur type that you're likely to run into is a standard coat or American, like this rabbit here, Molly the Second. This is Taco. She's what's called a satin because she has a sheen to her pelt. So we're back out here with Coach, our silver fox again. Silver foxes have a different fur type than the standard rabbit pelt because it's longer and stands up. This is called a standing pelt, and it is the only rabbit breed with this. This is our brood buck in training, Butterball. He is an example of a Rex. Rexes have short hair that's about 1/4 inch long and straight. It is super soft. The name Rex refers to king because this pelt is good enough for a king. See, this is one of Stella's 2-week-old babies. It is a Rex. You can often pick Rexes out when they are about a week old. So this is Ponchito. She is an Aster-Rex because she's got a little bit too long a fur to be a Rex. We don't currently have an example of a Velveteen. This is basically a longer-haired Rex with curly hair. But last year we did have Bites. This is his pelt. All 3 shorter hair types come from the same recessive gene, but with slightly different modifications, resulting in the slightly different fur types. So that just about sums up fur type and fur color on our homestead at the moment. I hope you found this useful. Like, comment, subscribe, and check out our farm store in the description.